Hello and welcome, my Cancer friends. This is Jennifer from Mystic Star. I want to thank you so much for spending time with me today and watching this video. This is going to be a group reading for the full wolf moon for my Cancer friends. This month, the full wolf moon brings a lunar eclipse. Now, eclipses are kind of that celestial checkpoint, if you will. They like to open doors of that new, exciting beginning, while still slamming shut pieces in our lives that aren't working. And it's this abrupt slam that can make the eclipse kind of a jolting time for us. Now, lunar eclipses like to incorporate and implement the new beginnings that a solar eclipse brings us. We had a solar eclipse on Boxing Day. With the new moon, it brought us a solar eclipse. Solar eclipses are that new beginning change. The lunar wants to implement and incorporate. Now we're also looking at that wolf full moon, and that we have that kind of animalistic, very passion orientated full moon in play as well. And that's what the reading's going to look at. We're going to see how all these elements play out for my Cancer friends. Now the deck I'm going to be using for this reading is the Witch's Tarot and the Energy Oracle. Like always, there are links below to both these fantastic decks, so should they speak to you, you can go check them out for yourselves. Now, I will be using my Lunar Eclipse spread, and this is the spread I'm going to use. I'm not going to refer back and forth to the spread. Rather, I've provided a link below so you can go follow up on the spread as you need. Alright, my Cancer friends, let's see what the cards have to say today. What will the wolf full moon and the lunar eclipse bring my Cancer friends? The Emperor, the fourth card in the major arcana, that stability, the structure, and the routine. We have that fire of Mars and that groundedness of the Emperor. He has utter and total control of his world and his empire. That stability is really going to be needed, especially with so many energies at play in the moon, with the full moon and the eclipse. The Emperor is going to really help us out, not only for the January itself, but the year to come. That stable, grounded foundation is needed so that we are able to create and grow throughout the year. Alright, what guidance does the full wolf moon and lunar eclipse bring? Ooh, got a jumper? My Cancer friends. Okay. And that's the Nine of Swords. The guidance that the day is going to bring, or days and night that it's going to bring, so the day of and the day after the lunar eclipse and full moon, is going to be guidance out of that stuck feeling. The Nine of Swords is the anxiety and depression card, and those feelings of stuck and lower vibrational energies has kind of been consuming us. That stability and structure is where we need to go. We're going to have the guidance of this very passion-orientated moon on top of that changing ecliptical energy. So we are able to shift out and move past some of these lower vibrational energies and feelings. We're not going to deal with the root causes of them just yet. We just need to shift out of where we are currently stuck and functioning from, so that we are able to take control back of our lives, getting out of that lower ego-centered area and back into that control seat, if you will. Alright, what supports does the full wolf moon and the lunar eclipse bring my Cancer friends? And this isn't surprising to me. We have the Hermit, the ninth card in the major arcana, and he speaks about that inner journey. To get out of that kind of stuck lower vibrational energy, we do need to go inwards. That inner journey is going to provide us some answers on how we can override that 9. Looking at what is working in our lives rather than some of the challenges and stumbles that we've had already. We need to focus in on that higher vibrational positive so we have that abundance and growth rather than that stuck kind of gooey feeling we have right now. The Hermit is going to be our guide, and how we can connect into the Hermit is giving ourselves time and energy, especially the night of the full moon, to embrace ourselves, to go in and reflect what is working, what isn't working. Now we also have this Emperor at play. When we do it in a very critical thinking centered base, where we're methodically going through and literally to tap into both of these energies, sit down at your kitchen table and list what is working in your life. What areas do you want to go into? Because when we focus in on that high vibration rather than that low vibration, we start to see shifts and changes in our brain chemistry. We bring in that happy light love rather than that low vibrational fear-based energy. Focus on the positive. Don't list what isn't working. We kind of know what's not working. Focus on what is and where you want to go. This encompasses both these energies and has them working in tandem with that change energy of the eclipse. All right, let's look at this a little bit more. What abrupt shift will the lunar eclipse bring my Cancer friends? Okay, we have a couple jumpers. Oops. Oh, so from shifting from that 9 of Swords, that's where we're functioning from, to the Star, your hopes and dreams. Like I said, out of the low into the high, and there's your high. That higher vibrational energy. Where is it that you want to go? That's your hope, your dream. Focusing in on that, giving energy to the physical world and to your spiritual and emotional development. When you balance that out, that's going to be helpful. It's going to help you really nurture that energy. We have the 4, that grounding, solid, supportive energy of the earth is also at play. You bring that in and you're really going to see that star shine bright and powerful. And it's that inner power and light that's really going to attract these two together. In this light, and it's really, really hard to see. I don't know if the camera will pick it up. In his lantern is the star. It's a 6-sided star. It's usually the Star of David. We've got stars. Focusing in on those stars, focusing in on this energy will help you. Now, with this amazing card, and I won't lie, the star is one of my favorite cards. Although, all of them I'm attracted to in different levels because we connect with them on different levels. But the star, one of my favorites. Jump the King of Swords. Now the King is very much connected into the Emperor card. Whereas the Emperor is that major archetype, that big energy feeling. The King of Swords is that everyday application. We're taking that structure, that routine, that groundedness, and we're applying it to our everyday. Like I said, 2 minutes ago? Taking the energies and methodically listing it down. It sounds so dry and really boring. However, it's that structure of the King and the Emperor. The swords are all about truth and knowledge, that critical thinking, and it's going to be that critical thinking that's really going to help us move forward. Getting out of that kind of emotional baggage piece and into our heads. Get away from... Now, swords are all about knowledge. They're the head-focused orientation of our body. What's causing us the most problem isn't the actual situation or the event. It's the emotion and feelings that we've associated with that 9. So it's really important that we are head-focused rather than heart-focused right now. All right, on to 5. How will this shift impact my Cancer friends? Well, other than the obvious stated that we're shifting out of that gooey kind of stuck place that you're in. Oh, wow. The 9 of Wands. So now we have dueling 9s. Instead of having it more of a caged, penned in, stuck, you're going to use your past experiences and your past situations to fortify and give you that backbone and backdrop that you need for support and structure. It really flips things on the head. You have the ability, my Cancer friends, to turn these swords into that passion-focused wand that is going to help move you forward rather than pen you in, giving you that structure and support so that you are able to take on whatever challenge you may face. It's a fascinating shift for you that you can really embrace. Get out of the gooey, sticky mud. Plant your swords so they grow into trees. Use it as a support rather than as a barrier. Now we do have obviously the double 9s. In angel messages, when you have that double 9, the angels are telling you this is a time to work on your life's bigger purpose, your soul's deeper journey. And this is what we're shifting out of. We're shifting out of that stucky gooey and getting into that fun passion will really bring about what you want in that end result of your star. All right, how can the wolf full moon and lunar eclipse support my Cancer friends in incorporating this shift into their lives? The King of Pentacles. Now we have dueling brothers. The King of Pentacles is the Midas touch, that growth, that abundance. Literally, this energy is going to help you plant those swords and create branches and passion from them. It's taking that very calm, nurturing, grounded energy of the earth and allowing your seeds to be planted. Using your knowledge, because knowledge again is going to be key, to critically think about what is working and how you are going to be able to allow it to grow. As we focus in on that higher vibration, we're going to be able to raise our vibration. Because as we start to shift out and focus in on the positive, we raise our vibration. Raising our vibration gives us the ability to manifest. And manifesting, it sounds so simple. And it kind of is. We put out what we want, and then we forget about it. Let the universe deal with it. The trick is that we have to trust in the universe and not question. Our biggest challenge as humans, it's a gift and somewhat of a curse, is free will. We put it out there, but then we start to second guess ourselves, second guess our abilities, second guess the universe. There in itself stalls and halts your manifestation ability. But raising our vibration and putting things out there, reflecting in on the star, focusing in on those higher vibrations will help with the manifestation. So how the moon and the eclipse are going to support you in incorporating it into your life is helping you with that grounding energy. Shift your focus into the higher vibration so you can start to manifest and create your hopes and dreams. This night really offers you the ability to make literally a subtle shift. Rather than focusing on that lower vibration, we start to focus in on those higher vibrations. It's not a radical change. It's a sustainable one when you start to focus in on high vibration. And finally, how can the wolf full moon and the lunar eclipse support my Cancer friends in implementing this shift into their everyday? The Justice, the 11th card in the Major Arcana. I can't say how much more we can go black and white, because she's fairly black and white. We have the truth, the sword of truth and knowledge a couple of times over. That balancing act, again. So through balance, critical thinking, you're going to be able to really implement it into your life. I enjoy it when the cards reinforce what I've already said, because it really hits home and reinforces what it is I'm trying to say and what the universe wants you to hear. Now, I did mention we had dueling brothers. The kings are the 14th card in the minor arcana. When you have that double 14, what the angels are trying to tell you is that this is a time that symbolizes love and spiritual growth. What you're putting out is what you're going to get back in. So focusing in on that high vibration rather than the low vibration. All right, let's go on to a blessing. What blessing can my Cancer friends embrace for the full wolf moon and the lunar eclipse? Appreciation goes back down to focus in and appreciate all that you have in your life, focusing in on what's working so that you're able to embrace and amplify that energy. Attachment, very much connected into the Nine of Swords. That lower vibrational energy that we've attached to that is really holding us back. This card reminds me a lot of the same energies that the devil has. Those chains, those nooses. She's right now chained, maybe hard to pick up with all the dark here. She's chained to this pillar. Those chains that hold us back. That Nine of Swords that's holding us back. You need to shift from the 15, or from the 5 to the 15. From attachment to appreciation. Angel of Strength. Interesting that we have now 3 cards that contain the 5. The 50, the 5, and the 15. In angel messages, when you're looking at that multiple 5, the angels are saying that this is a time of positive change. I know in tarot, the 5 is a conflictual number, but in angel messages, it's a very positive number. Now, the Angel of Strength talks about using our inner skills to achieving our outcome. Very much connected into the Strength card. And that happens a lot where there's lines that are blurred between the Oracle and the Tarot. But that same inner fire, that solar plexus determination and courage to take on any of these challenges, to take on those lower vibrational feelings that you are currently struggling with. Now, it doesn't say we're going to resolve. Nowhere did it say we were going to heal. This is about shifting out of the Nine of Swords and going into the Nine of Wands. Shifting your thinking so that you're focusing on that higher vibration. Later on, we'll come back and work on the 9. Right now, it's a time to refocus our direction. I want to thank you so much for spending time with me today and watching this video. I hope you found this video fun and helpful, and that you were able to gain some direction and insight into what the full moon and the lunar eclipse is going to bring to you. If you like this video, please remember to give it a thumbs up, and don't forget to subscribe to my channel for the latest content. I have so many great new ideas and little tweaks and twists that I'm going to bring in this upcoming year. So that you stay connected and you don't miss anything, subscribe to my channel and hit that little red bell. That way you miss nothing. Also, if you enjoyed this video and want to support me in making more, I have a Patreon page with many tiers and lots of perks. In some of the tiers, the perks are private readings with myself. I provided a helpful link below, so why not go check it out. Until tomorrow, my Cancer friends.